Roger Goodell publicly weighed in on the Denver Broncos ownership debacle today, January 30th, at his annual State of the League news conference during Super Bowl week. The NFL commissioner said he was limited in what he could say, indicating the league could eventually be involved. The commissioner was referring to a request by the Pat Bowlen Trust that the NFL arbitrate the rather messy fight over the future of the franchise's ownership. The Pat Bowlen Trust comprises a group of 3 trustees, including CEO Joe Ellis, who are charged with running the franchise until a Bowlen heir is named. He added, "It is sad when disputes like this occur. It's not something Pat Bowlen, who I knew very well, would have wanted," Goodell said. The Broncos meant a great deal to him and to his family. "The best thing we can do this week is focus on Pat Bowlen and his contributions and his viability to become a new member of the Hall of Fame." In response to Goodell via statement to Mike Kliss at 9 News, Bill Bowlen said he completely agrees with the commissioner to not talk about this dispute at this moment. "There is no place for my actions with the trustees this weekend. This is about Pat's contribution to the NFL," he said. "It's time for his family to hopefully celebrate his accomplishments." Bowlen, who is one of the 2 contributors committee nominees for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, should be named as an inductee during Saturday night's Hall of Fame Class of 2019 announcement. An interesting side note to Goodell's comment at his news conference, but not surprising given the NFL's possible role in the issue now. This year the commissioner did not specifically praise the trust's management of the ownership issue as he has in the past. Last year, Goodell applauded the terrific job of the trust in keeping the team in the right hands with the right kind of leadership. Mile High Report completed an exclusive interview with Beth Bowlen Wallace in late December and reached out to Brittany Bowlen 2 weeks ago to request an interview. She declined our request earlier this week, saying she wanted to keep the focus on her dad and his contributions for consideration to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Well, Pat Bowlen's incredible accomplishments with his franchise since taking over in 1984 must be the focus this weekend. Where he is concerned, the ownership debacle falls squarely on the current leadership, and they are not being considered for the Hall of Fame. In honor of Pat Bowlen and the winning culture he cultivated in Dove Valley as the Broncos' beloved owner, we will kick off the 3-part series on Thursday, Jan. 31, culminating with Bowlen Wallace's favorite Super Bowl 32 memory with her father on what is, hopefully, a very special Saturday, when Mr. B should finally be announced as a Hall of Famer. The future of the franchise could be decided in the courts or by the NFL. 2 scenarios. Mr. B surely did not envision when he worked with Ellis and others to set a path to eventual ownership to one of his 7 children. After stepping down from day-to-day responsibilities as owner in 2013 due to an Alzheimer's diagnosis, Ellis and his fellow trustees have been charged with running the team until an heir is named. 2 daughters have indicated their interest in becoming controlling owner. Brittany Bowlen was officially anointed by the trust after Beth Bowlen Wallace announced in May that she was interested. The trust issued a statement in response that Bowlen Wallace was not qualified. The dispute found its way to court in October when William "Bill" Bowlen filed a petition arguing that the trust isn't doing as his brother Pat Bowlen had asked. The trust filed a counter-suit and also asked the court to delay the case so the NFL could arbitrate and decide if the case is an ownership, team issue or a family issue. Bill Bowlen claims that since he does not own a part of the Broncos, this should not fall under the NFL's purview.